Guys, Eric Connor from Nerdy Geek Talks for all your nerdy geeky needs. Here with episode 55, I believe. Now I need to. No, double.
Yes.
I was gonna say I'm double guessing myself. Um, of Steel City Bots. Yay! Joining me tonight we have Jared. How are you doing, Jared? Jared, are you muted? All
I
right.
think
And
Can
apparently,
you guys hear me now?
Yes.
I actually was not muted.
your computer was dead. Your Skype was crashing.
Probably.
All that good stuff.
Yep.
Interesting.
But
For
I am
once, it
doing
wasn't
good.
him.
Huh.
You're just a little quiet. No. Soundjack, how are you doing, Soundjack?
I am doing mighty fine.
Technology.
That's great.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. And last,
Good.
but certainly not least, we have the wonderful Miguel. How are you doing, Miguel? It's like he made an excited face.
I'm doing all right. I still don't have. It's been how many? It's been 2 days. It's been 2 days since the Transformers TCG was released, and I still don't have a Nemesis Prime. So
You're just a ball of stress and anxiety until you get that, aren't you?
I'm anxiously awaiting my booster box tomorrow, and I'm completely set up for disappointment.
I was going to say, I hope you don't have your expectations too high for that.
Nope, I already have a eBay save
Launch.
search for Nemesis, and I'm patiently awaiting for his price to drop.
I was going to say, I don't think I can let you buy a $75 Nemesis Prime card as your friend. Like, I don't
They're
think
they're going for 90 right now.
Oh,
It's been 2 days.
Exactly. No,
It's been
I've purchased rare Japanese exclusive versions of Nemesis cheaper than that.
too bad. Too bad. Power of the Primes Nemesis didn't come with a card, because then people could be like, "Hey, I got a Nemesis Prime card."
Oh yeah, no, you could totally just proxy it. It's like, okay, this is a proxy. Like I've written the rules and everything on these pieces of paper. Accept it.
this is my genuine bona fide card that I printed
Actually-
off the internet.
I wonder if any place would accept that. If they'll accept, sometimes people will do that in tournaments. They'll like use cards as like proxies, and they'll have like
Dying.
the rules or what, or like the effect and everything.
Yeah.
Would they accept you using the figures as proxies? Because you don't need to shuffle them into a deck or anything, so I could just roll up to TFCon with my Nemesis Prime from Power of the Primes and my Cosmos. Just be like, boom, I have the perfect pair.
see, they should have just
stick 'em on
released.
deck.
They should just release these cards with the actual figures to promote the game, and that way
Phone
you wouldn't. I'm just saying, it would be great. It's
That'd
insane.
be going back to the days of Thrilling 30 with the packing comics.
I miss
No,
the
but
packet comics.
The twist is that the figures are as rare as the cards are right now.
Oh,
So every 3.5 cases or whatever, you might get a Nemesis Prime or a Bumblebee.
I still
at
don't
least you
understand
can
why they would make
see it on the
Bumblebee.
shelf.
I don't understand why they would make Bumblebee the other one that's the
Well,
hardest to get.
It's like Bumblebee Legendary Warrior. So it's the like Legendary Warrior version of Bumblebee, because like some of the cards they've done that is that they'll
There's a
have
common Bumblebee too, right?
Yeah, there's a I think it's in the starter deck. So there's like I have two Megatrons. One of them is Megatron Decepticon Leader, and then the other one is Megatron Living Weapon. The Living Weapon one is the rare one.
Hmm. So
It's also the one with
I
the-
still just don't understand why Bumblebee is the character that they chose to have that status. Like, I don't know. I just find that odd.
Movie, Scotter cartoon. He's the face of the Transformers brand right now. Who else would it be?
Well, then why would they do Nemesis?
Megatron.
But then why do they have Nemesis Prime as the other? Your theory is invalid. If Nemesis Prime is the other one, he's not in anything. Then that has no
Because he's
equivalent.
actually a rare person that doesn't have a lower ranking card.
But then why would they use it? That still doesn't explain why Bumblebee would be the other one.
I mean,
I
okay,
give
what
you
you,
the
what,
lot-
okay, Eric.
the-
Next
probably-
HasCon, go to the Wizards people and be like, why is Bumblebee one of the rarest cards in the game? This doesn't make sense.
Definitely will. It's like if
Also, why was
Optimus
Slipstream
Prime was the
exclusive?
other, then maybe. I mean,
Optimus Prime is a rare.
but yeah, but it's just like why isn't I don't know. I just find it odd that they would have the complete opposite sides of the spectrum with Nemesis Prime and then Bumblebee. where it's like
Precisely,
one character.
variety.
I don't know. I just find it odd that the people I don't think the people who would be like, "Oh, I love Bumblebee so much. I'm going to go like get this card game and like I'm going to try to get that Bumblebee specifically." Like I feel like that's not a huge market crossover. Like I feel like the people who are getting the card game are pretty big fans in general, like harder in than people who are like Bumblebee is absolutely my favorite in general and everything. But I don't know.
So far, a lot of the people that I've talked to who I've like in stores who have been really hype about the game are people who remember Transformers from when they were kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one GameStop I went to, the guy who I think it was one of the like a manager or something. He was so excited. He's like, "What? They made a card game?" He's like, "Can you open the packs in front of me?" Which is kind of weird, but I was like, "Oh, here's Megatron." He's like, "What?"
Oh, that's nice. You might have found someone to play with.
I mean, that was in a different state, so not really.
Okay. Wait, you went to another state for these cards?
I was visiting my girlfriend up in New York State, and so I was in the I was in the shopping area, so I was like, I might as well
The
stop
visit
into a
to
store.
his girlfriend was just an excuse. He really did go for the cards.
Sure. Go for that.
Anywho.
But yeah. Anyways, soundtrack.
Even though, yeah. Oh yeah, history lesson. We kind of slowly started working our way into what did everyone get
I was
this
gonna
week.
say
But yeah,
we already kind of got into what did we get this week, but let's get
but the history lesson comes first. And today's history lesson is we're recording September 30th, and this episode aired on September 30th in 1985. The Transformers episode "Enter the Nightbird" premieres in the United States.
Which, fun fact, if you didn't know, that's the character that the inspiration for Shatter in the Bumblebee movie is. If you did not know that, yeah, that actually is. So.
Also, fun fact: Nightbird was a human robot built by Dr. Fujiyama, the famous scientist. That's how he introduces himself, how he refers to himself, and how the wiki lists him.
And Soundjack really likes that.
Has she only gotten one toy? Ever?
Yes.
Yep, the Legends one.
Yeah.
Which was also paired with Black Arachnia, and then also Slipstream, who's going to come
Yep.
back later.
Well, she's gotten more toys than Botanica.
True. This is true.
I mean, Funpub clearly had a plan if they had the chance.
To do it. Yeah, that was going to say they were going to, but...
Was that actually a plan, or was that just something they made for the comic? Because a lot of characters had designs like that.
I
feel like they
want to say that they were planning on it, and that was before the whatchamacallit, the Combiner Wars got shoved in and everything, because they were going to do these Beast Wars.
I know. I remember seeing like the Black Arachnia and the Dinobot ones being like, oh yeah, these were definitely intended.
They towards the end they really wanted to do Beast Wars Uprising and stuff, but yeah, like Eric said, they started getting Hasbro started pushing whatever was current. Yeah.
Yeah, which is unfortunate because that Dinobot would have been really cool out of the Springer mold.
If you want one that has that sort of deco layout, hit up Cheetah because I'm pretty sure he's the one who designed the layout. Like they had him kind of digibashing stuff, if I remember right, and then like proof of concepting it as customs.
Yeah,
interesting.
I think he did.
Ooh. Okay.
I've seen him at least do a couple too, which were like the exact same layout. I want to say he did. Maybe he did. Did he do two? I want to say I saw it multiple times. Maybe it was the same one. I don't know.
Mm.
But anyways, yeah. Anyways,
We got so off topic with the Nightbird.
yeah, really. For what did everyone get this week? Let's have me go first. I got nothing. It's so sad. Jared, what did you get this week?
I didn't get anything much really. All I got was a pretty cool Bumblebee poster for the upcoming Bumblebee movie. It's just your standard size movie poster, and yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to have.
Where'd you get it?
Amazon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay. Neat.
I'll probably grab one whenever they show up at Five Below.
Probably.
Which isn't like that's not like the same type of thing where it's like they're expensive and then they get like that's one of the items that Five Below gets directly. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Movie posters,
Yeah.
Probably.
So I don't think it'll take long before they have them. Oh no.
I have a friend who works at Five Below, and my brother used to work there.
Which poster is it?
It's pretty much just B and Charlie staring at the clouds in like a
Oh, was
desert.
that?
Oh, so it's the one with the back. Yeah, gotcha. All
Yeah.
right. Miguel, I'm afraid to ask, but what did you get this week?
I mean, I got too many cards for starters. All today because I ordered a booster box and starter set when eBay was doing that 15% off coupon.
Mm-hmm.
And they were already cheaper than most places were charging. So I'm like, all right, this is good. And then I went out today and encountered stores that had the cards. So obviously I bought a couple packs. I've gotten a good amount of battle cards. Even filling out like play sets, so doing like having 3 of certain battle cards. Pulled some cool characters, like I have Grimlock now, a couple of the other Dinobots. I've Shrapnel, Bombshell, and Kickback, and Barrage. The other, like one of the deluxe Insecticons.
Huh.
Yeah. I
Um,
remember seeing the listings and being surprised that there were a couple of the deluxe Insecticons on the
I
list.
think the only ones that are missing are Ransack and Venom.
Yeah.
Like Chop Shop.
Chop
of
Shop
the-
makes sense because he actually got a toy.
Yeah, so Chop Shop's the only one. But I think all of them were in the Legends card game.
Yeah.
So, I'm having fun just picking up packs and whatnot. I have my box coming in, and then at that point, I think I'm going to kind of hold off, see what I can do as far as trading. If because there's a few Facebook groups and stuff that are popping up, I want to see what I could probably do to manage getting Nemesis. More so, me wanting Nemesis is more so for like just completing my
Nemesis Shrine.
my Nemesis Shrine, less than having it because it's also a really good card. I would love to play it if I could manage to build the deck that had it, but having fun. I'm excited for TFCon to kind of bust out the cards and then also see if any of the local shops start doing like organized play for them.
Mm-hmm.
Should be neat. But that's it for the TCG for now. We'll see next week what I pull. Or
You
tune
could
in.
record a video. You could record a video and post.
I could. Depends if I have enough time. But if I don't, just manhandle and ransack the box.
Box as soon as you get it.
But
You
yeah,
said your expectations were low for getting.
Oh, I don't expect to pull a Nemesis Prime because I'm not good at pulling. Like if I seriously wanted to almost guarantee that I would get a Nemesis, I would have my cousin go get some packs and pull cards because he has incredible luck with pulling the rarest cards from TCG sets. Whether it be Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, or whatever, every time he talks to me, he's like, "Yeah, I got into this card game. I pulled some packs. I got all the rare cards." And I'm like, "I hate you."
Glorious.
But yeah, the other things that I got, I stopped into Target on Thursday night after I saw the 86 movie in theaters, which was really fun. Lots of families there, which was nice to see. Lots of people who I'm assuming grew up with G1, bringing their kids, who were also well versed because there was a trio of little girls in front of me, and they all had seen the movie before. So they started talking about how Optimus dies, and then other people were shushing them, like, "Don't spoil the movie for other people." which is really cool.
That's nice.
By other people, I mean their parents. So that also it's like the random like nerds were like, "Shush." um, but yeah, I stopped into Target afterward, and an employee was there, and I asked, "Oh, hey, could you look up something to see if it's in stock?" He's like, "Sure." And I'm like, "I have the DPCI," and he's like, "What's the item?" And I'm like, "Can I just give you the DPCI?" He's like, "Well, no, tell me what the item is." I'm like, "It's a Transformer." He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I usually get asked for the Captain Crunch Funko Pop, which is why I already know the DPCI."
Okay.
Which I was like, how often does this guy get asked for the Captain Crunch Funko?
Yeah.
Okay.
To memorize that? What?
Soundtrack seems to have a story.
I mean, I just want to sidetrack. I believe that. I believe that with my limited experience as a cashier dealing with people into Funko. The day the Target exclusive Pikachu Funko came out, our store had 6. There was a line, and there weren't enough Funko Pops in the store for that line.
Oof.
The day it came out of that Pikachu. We had to give out tickets.
Ugh.
Wait,
Sorry.
like
Sorry
rain?
for the side tangent, but I'm
Wait, no,
just
but
I
like
believe
rain-
that.
rain
I
check
believe-
tickets, or like we're gonna raffle off your spot.
No, like people got in line. The first person in line that wanted it got a ticket. The next person in line that wanted it got a ticket to say,
Oh,
"You are the ones that are getting the Funko Pikachu."
Yeah, like you were here first, you were here second.
okay,
To guarantee their spot.
Yeah.
okay.
If you came at 8:01, you were screwed.
But they had the Bumblebee set you were looking for?
Yeah, I asked the guy. He pulled it up, got it, and so I have the greatest hit set. I haven't opened it yet, but I have it. I realized I don't have the Red Rumble that came out in Titan's Return. Like I have Laserbeak and Ravage because I got the Takara ones. I had Buzzsaw from Combiner Wars. Buzzsaw comes in the greatest hit set. Apparently, the Buzzsaw that's in the greatest hit set looks better, so that would have covered me.
Oh,
I
I
just
thought it was
need
a Laserbeak that was in the greatest
It's-
hit set. Oh, I didn't realize it was Buzzsaw.
It's
There you
how
go.
about
Here's your opinion. Does the Buzzsaw you have look better than this one?
the Buzzsaw that I have has a bit more black and it's more gold than yellow. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I agree, especially since it fits more with the Laserbeak that actually came out.
right.
I think I got that set as well coming this week.
Ravage. I'll have to pick up a Red Rumble, probably at TFCon. I have a lot of like lower tier purchases, and I'm like, I'll probably stumble upon someone who's like purging their collection at TFCon, and I'll just pick up some random bots.
I never actually got Ravage, so I will gladly take the blue Ravage.
Towel back, you fool.
It's blue Ravage.
It might as well just be Blue Ravage. Might as well be what it's called.
But it's a female. It's different.
Blue
It's
Ravage.
blue Ravage.
Ah.
And then I picked up an extra Power of the Primes Inferno and Nova Star in my travels. Inferno because my previous Inferno has since become Cab. The body was decapitated and Cab took its place. And Nova Star is to eventually merge like Kit Bash 1 with a Moonracer and then paint it and it'll be rung.
Wait,
Yeah.
what are the different parts on?
It's to switch plastics. So
Oh, I
Some of-
gotcha.
some of the what is it? Nova has the orange, and then there's some of the pieces on Moonracer that are white.
Uh-huh.
So that makes it so more of the parts are the right color plastic, and then you don't have to paint as much.
Mhm.
Smart.
Okay.
What are you going to do with the reverse
The left
Kit
up.
Bashed?
I was trying to think. I was thinking about that earlier. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the other body that I'll have.
Make
I'm
like
not.
Greenlight or Lance or someone.
Or I could, because I'm assuming, because right now there are some rung Shapeways parts to do extra heads. I know that Trent Troop was like talking with
Looking.
someone about like looking into it to see.
It's walkie.
Yeah. So yeah. So he'll
He's
probably
like-
put out a head.
Yeah.
If not, what I'll do is I'll just buy 2 heads, paint them both into rung, and sell one.
Gotcha.
Okay.
What's the price of the greatest hit pack?
Greatest hit pack, unfortunately, is $30.
30?
Which
I mean,
which-
that's not bad. It's not great.
it,
But
like-
it's not bad.
in my head, I'm like $30, but yeah, it makes sense. 3 Legends figures, that's the MSRP, and you're getting a free Bumblebee one-step changer.
Yeah, like if
That's-
anything,
no
I would
one
expect it to be
who
like
actually wants that.
35.
What's
Well,
it?
the Bumblebee, I think it's based off of the
It's the high octane Bumblebee from Age of Extinction.
Is that the same as the Drift, the weird like butterfly? Like
Yeah, this one's the butterfly one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one thing. If it's gonna be any one-step changer, I like that it's the butterfly knife.
Mhm.
Like basically, like that's the engineering. Because I remember people going off about that one, saying, "Oh, this is actually really cool because you just flip it around like a butterfly knife."
I wish it was colored like that Age of Extinction car though, where it was the black and yellow instead of yellow and black. Because that's like my favorite movie Bumblebee design. Is I love the old black Camaro. It looks amazing. But
Yeah,
again,
that's
it's
great.
$30, so you're paying $30 for the 3 cassettes, and you're getting that for free. So I will take it totally. But
Yeah, check your targets. Jared, you said you ordered it. Did you order it from the website?
Yeah.
Oh, then just or if you're listening, just order it from the website and have it shipped to your store.
yeah,
Or you can have it shipped directly to your house. That's what I'm doing.
but do you have to pay for that?
Oh, because I get free shipping because I got the red card.
Well, but in
red card.
general, if you don't have a red card, shipping to a store would be free then, I think, right?
Maybe.
Red card. Save
what?
5% every day.
But
And
if,
help the employees out too while you do it.
but if you don't have a red card, would shipping it to the store be free?
Yeah, it would still be free.
Okay, then yeah.
You're shipping it to store.
Or do the red, or get the red card that's the debit card, so that way you're not like opening a credit card.
Yeah.
That's a much better.
Yeah, but you need a blank check.
Yeah, you do. If you apply in store, you can still apply online for the debit card, and I don't think you need a blank check. But if you apply in store, you do need a blank check for the debit card, and that makes us lose red cards because we have to have a certain amount of red cards per week
Yep.
Huh.
to meet
Last week's
goal.
But anyways,
yeah.
Target.
yeah. But anyways, did you get anything else, Miguel?
Did I?
There's nothing
No.
else on your. I was gonna say I'm checking the notes.
Well,
There's nothing else. On
Well,
there,
yeah, there's
but-
nothing else on my list, but sometimes it's like I'll turn around and be like, oh yeah, that thing. No, I didn't get anything else this week. Well, I mean, nothing Transformers related. I got some Marvel Legends, but it's beside the point.
Oh.
That was me last week whenever I forgot about Ironhide.
Yeah. I can't believe you forgot about the figure. You're like, this is the greatest Studio Series figure they've ever made. And I completely forgot to mention
And I
that
forgot
got.
about him.
I saw like 8 of them today.
Because I had a bunch of other stuff to talk about.
But it's still your favorite thing.
Yeah.
The thing you said was best. But anyways, Soundjack, what did you get?
Oh, first thing first, I got something from Jared. Thank you very much, Jared.
Yeah.
I got the full wave of Tiny Turbo Changers Wave 3. Sans the Bumblebee, that's a re-release that's been in all 3 of the waves so far. And for those of you that don't know, this wave includes Autobot Ratchet, Barricade from the first movie, Ironhide, Sentinel Prime, Silver Knight Optimus Prime, Dino, Evac, Slug, Autobot Drift from Age of Extinction, Sky Rage Starscream, and Phantom Strike Lockdown.
I find it weird that Silver Knight Optimus has actually become somewhat of a thing.
Even
When,
though
like,
it was a scrapped idea from the movie.
yeah, it was a scrapped idea from the movie that just became literally a bunch of Target exclusives.
Yes.
Like 1,000 Target exclusives, and now it's actually getting a reference that isn't an exclusive. It's just a little weird.
Yeah. I remember that stuff sat on shelves for a long
Oh,
time
yeah.
for us.
I really debated getting one of those. Like
Same.
the big one, the first edition.
Yeah.
How much are they now? I'm kind of curious
I-
because I never got that mold. I mean, I don't think it's I think it's probably the worst version of the Knight Optimus mold that you can get, but I am kind of curious.
Yeah.
Anyways, who's your favorite?
Ironhide. He's just so cute and chunky and adorable, and you can get his arms to move forward and go pew pew, and it's
Well,
He
I
looks so-
already. Ooh, only $20. Shoot, I think I might get one of these.
though. Well, I've going. Well, I guess Eric's found something to buy on the show already. But I do also want to say, well, Ironhide's my favorite. Phantom Strike Lockdown's my least favorite because it's made out of translucent plastic and it doesn't feel so great. Like, it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart, but it definitely does not hold together like the other ones, nor even the regular Lockdown.
Oh, I lied. It's $27. Wait. Oh yeah, $27. $20 is for the. Wait, never mind. Anyways, continue.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck in my quest.
Yeah. But overall, the new molds in this, just want to quickly say, the new molds in this wave are very, very nice because Barricade's new, Ratchet's new, Slug is new, and Sentinel Prime, they're all new. The recolors are recolors. What are you going to do? And the last thing I got earlier this past week, Amazon had one of those, get like $15% off your order if you spend over this much and using this code. And Miguel sent that to the chat, and I was like, oh, well, that's cool, but I don't think there's anything I want to get. And like, wait a minute. Yes, there is. I've been wanting this figure for a while. I've been staring at it on eBay for a long time. I might as well see if I can get one for a good price because this figure normally ranges at, when I was looking, like ranged around about $40. So I was like, okay, I want it. I don't want it for that much per se. But then I found one that was originally $38. The place that the person that was selling it, the group that was selling it, I should say, had their own percentage off, so it was like down 10%, so it was like $34, and then the 15% bar down to $30 with free shipping, less than $30, I should say. So I was like, yes, click, and I got it, and it is a movie Inferno.
Oh.
Yeah. Miguel, was that the one you were thinking it was?
Not initially, but after you said that it was a female character, then I was like, okay, that was Inferno that they retconned into being female, which then makes it weird that at that point they still had the red alert sound effect.
It has red alert, woo 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 sound effects inside. I actually have the Armada red alert. I bought it from a friend who had sold it to me in college. That one's lights and sound only worked for like a few days before the batteries died, even though he said like he got fresh batteries for it.
Did you ever try changing the batteries?
I haven't bothered because those are like those circular batteries, and those are kind of expensive.
They're in red alert. Inferno.
But I'm fine with them in Inferno because I like Inferno because it's Flashpoint. And also Inferno in the movie bio, Inferno's a psychiatrist.
Movie Inferno is wrong.
Yes. Well, no, because he's not. Spoilers. But it also works out because I posted on Facebook, Twitter, a little bit, quite a while ago about like how I have like Redecos and Minicons as new characters with different personalities. And I already had one of the long arm molds being a psychiatrist for the Exodus. It just happened to be the Energon Prowl long arm, so I just, you know what, it's just going to be the one that comes with movie Inferno now. And it will, for now and forever, be named Flashpoint and be a she and go on my female shelf.
Nice.
Have a
you
female
have
shelf.
a female shelf.
Well, I intend to. Like, right now, it's mostly like a corner because they're all like over there. Abouts. I have a few others. Like at some point, I do intend to have.
That's interesting. I just have mine mixed in. Like I have, because the way I just do mine is I have all of my characters mixed in,
Yeah.
various scenarios.
Certain ones will still be mixed in with their respective peoples, but like the G1 female Autobots, just because there's so many G1 characters, they might not end up on a shelf with the others. But also, even if they are on a shelf with others, they're at least going to be grouped together, like the Dinobots would.
Do you not pose your toys?
I don't pose, no.
Interesting.
It saves on space.
It definitely does. You were 100% right about that. Miguel, do you pose your stuff?
No, and my display situation is quite horrendous. Some things are displayed properly. Other things are just in clusters in different spaces where I can put stuff. And
That's my collection in a nutshell.
I can't. I'm drowning. Save me. I hate being in my room.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Jared, but his is like 10 times yours.
But Jared, I think, also has a smaller room. Just looking at his room when we're talking on Skype.
Honestly,
oh no, definitely true.
In my case, the thing that hurts me the most is that part of one of my walls is like if the wall wasn't further in to let the washer and dryer occupy space on the opposite side, I would have tons of space. Like I could put a bunch of like shelving and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This room would also be massive. But I've lost a good, I don't even know. That's like 3 feet in, and I don't even like. Yeah, it's really bad.
Well,
I need
just sacrifice having clean clothes forever and just get that 3 feet for Transformer storage.
That's worth it.
Nah.
Just kidding.
Nah.
Definitely not worth it. If anyone out there ever has to make that decision, please make the right decision.
Oh, by the way, and I don't think I ever specified the Minicon Long Arm's name is High Rise in my head and is also female. I had made the decision about her being female before I realized Movie Inferno was a psychiatrist, and to make her her Flashpoint. I like my headcanon Minicons. I love my Minicons. Minicons are so great. I can't wait for the Micromasters.
I think
Sorry.
It's funny that like Minicons are your favorite when it's like they literally are not. They were literally made to make money, not like be characters. I mean, which is what Transformers is in general, but they are like even more. I'm not criticizing that whatsoever. I'm just saying that I find it very interesting that like the things that literally were made to not be characters, pretty much. It's like literally just to be gimmicks to sell toys.
I have written bios for every one of them.
I mean,
that's awesome.
I mean, Eric, like you said, like that's the entire franchise. So like.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying that that's like another level of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, yeah. It's a collectible within the whole thing. I mean, it's the same thing with the stupid cards. The same idea.
Yep.
They don't even transform.
And you flip them, and they're a different mode.
Yeah. These ones you actually like do the flippy doos and the stuffs and they connect with people and activate gimmicks.
It's like these things. It's like the diecast vehicle modes that came out with the last night.
But there's also not like 50 kajillion of them.
Yeah.
Just flip it up and hey, it's a robot that's not painted.
Yep. I mean, also Minicons are great because I can have a lot of them and they don't take up as much shelf space.
That is very, very true. But anyways,
Yeah.
going into our news. First off, we have episode 5 of Transformers Cyberverse has aired, and in fact, if you want, you can go check out my YouTube channel, Eric Crownover. I have a review of it. I think I'm going to review this series episode by episode. If you're curious.
It's also up on YouTube right now, right?
It's not at this second, but it will be up before this recording's up. It's going up. I'm literally going to post my review right whenever we
It's
finish
up.
recording. Oh, wait.
He was talking about the episode.
Yeah,
like
the
actual
episode is up, not my review.
Oh,
of it.
okay.
Yeah, I was talking about review. No, yeah, the episode 5 is up on the YouTube channel, and it's white out. And while we will not spoil, I mean, I guess it's a minor spoiler because it's what characters are in it, which is not many at all. But so minor spoilers if you just want to skip ahead like 1 minute. There are actually the first time in a Transformers series ever. There are more female characters in an episode than male characters. There are 2 male characters, Thundercracker and Bumblebee, and then there are 3 females. There are Slipstream, Windblade, and Nova Storm.
Yep. And as well, they managed to pass the Bechdel test in the same episode.
Yeah, and it is awesome, and it was not shoehorned in whatsoever. It works very well, so very happy. Yay! Also, just a very surprisingly low amount of characters in an episode of a Transformers show.
With that's boasting that there's going to be 90 unique molds by the end of the series.
Not molds, character designs.
Character designs. Yeah, not molds, because Seekers, like, that would screw the numbers a whole lot. But, like, character designs. 90 character designs by the end of the series. And I was surprised this was the first episode we saw Slipstream, since she was, like, touted pretty highly.
But what I love is that, again, minor spoiler, they seem to be making her Windblade's nemesis, which I've always just thought of her as that ever since she was released in the Takara line as a remold of Windblade. I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, oh, they're enemies. Yeah.
That works.
But I thought it was a good episode, and they refuse to call Mount Everest Mount Everest. It's very weird. They make very clear indications that it is Mount Everest, but refuse to say the name Mount Everest. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then also, which I don't have in the show notes, but there are previews for episodes 6 through 8 up on the channel.
Yeah, yeah. Those are very interesting. I've watched those. Those are... I think we can talk about them after the show. I doubt we should talk about them during the show.
No, we'll talk about it after. But yeah. It's looking very interesting.
I want to bring stuff up because, holy crap, there's so much interesting tidbits.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's new stuff for a Transformers show to be delving into. It's cool. But anyways, next thing we have is holy crap. LGEX, big powered. Not even just like a listing. No, we're seeing the alt mode in a grayscale prototype. Holy crap. This is craziness. This is craziness. Jeez.
We should explain to the audience because
yeah, okay.
It's entirely possible to not know about this.
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot about two of the 3 characters this is made up of. So, 3 characters from late Japanese G1. It
was Zone.
It was Zone specifically. I couldn't remember which one it was.
Transformers Zone. That came from.
Roadfire, Diatlas, and who's the third one? It's
Sonic Bomber.
Sonic Bomber. I was gonna say Cannon. So I was gonna say Sonic Cannon. That's kind of funny. So yeah, Sonic Bomber. It looks as if Sonic Bomber, and this is the combined form of all 3 in vehicle mode. Sonic Bomber looks to be based off of the Trigger Happy / Misfire / Slug Slinger mold. Maybe.
Doesn't it have the Misfire wings?
He, at the very least, has the canopy and I think the canopy was the same on 2 of them, with the
it's not. It was Trigger Happy. Trigger Happy and Misfire the same. Slug Slinger did not.
Because it has, and it's the Legends one with the 5mm peg hole in it. But yeah, the Misfire Trigger Happy mold is Sonic Bomber.
Yeah.
Diatlas
is the Sky Shadow mold.
It's Sky Shadow Overlord. Yeah, and then
Roadfire is
Twin Twist
/ Topspin, but it's definitely more
Twin Twist because it's got the treads.
Yeah, but I don't know if those are actually the same treads.
Like 1-to-1. But I feel like because the hinge is there, because that.
Oh no! Yeah, it's definitely more based on it, but also Topspin's the first version of the mold, so there's that too. But
fair.
Yeah, no, it's definitely based off of that version of the mold specifically.
Yeah.
We don't get to see robot modes at all or anything in color, but yeah, holy crap. And this is a
I-
We're
weird
getting a
combined
Dia
vehicle mode.
Atlas. At the very least, we're actually getting a Dia Atlas. But we're
I
also
saw the photos before people started freaking out online, and for the life of me, I kept looking at it and I was like, "What is this supposed?" Because I know them as their individual character names. I forgot what the name of their combined vehicle mode was.
Mhm.
So I was looking at it, I'm like, what the heck is big powered? And my head kept saying it was like a Diaclone thing, but I'm like, it's an LGEX, so it's a transformer. And then people started freaking out, and I was like, it finally clicked, and I was like, that's Diatlas!
This is, even though this is G1 Transformers, this is so obscure.
And
This- if they did
Dia-
Dia Atlas, I would not be surprised. If they just did Dia Atlas, the fact that they're doing Dia Atlas, Roadfire, and Sonic Bomber, and they all combined to big powered.
So this this is basically confirming they are coming together because it's one listing with like one.
Oh, yeah,
sign next to them, so
it'll probably be a box set like the
Unite-
Super God Jinrai.
Oh yeah.
It's Super Jinrai like the God Jinrai set that came with Cabin Minerva.
Yeah.
And judging by like the typical MSRP for Legends, Legends releases of like 2 deluxes and a leader class figure, at the low end it'll be 150 to 160. It might creep a bit higher just because there's such extensive retooling on these 3 figures.
Mhm.
The one sort of bit of speculation, or at least discussion I've seen from these, is more people wondering whether or not these will see a Hasbro release, given the sort of brand unification that's been happening. There's reasons to think they won't, because it's a unique thing, doesn't really fit into what they're doing with Siege, and this extensive amount of retooling for these Japanese only characters, you would think, okay, this is probably a Takara only thing. But then, like, there's been weirder things that have come out stateside before.
Yeah, like how we got Lio Kaiser and Takara didn't.
Yep.
So
Yep.
nothing's off the table. We could get a box set of it. Like this could be. In all honesty, I wouldn't be too surprised if the 2 deluxes came out as like exclusive deluxes, like we've been getting, that type of thing, and then maybe the leader is like the Nemesis Prime equivalent. I mean, I don't think that's the format they would do it, but if they ended up doing that way, I wouldn't be.
Mhm.
I wouldn't be shocked. It's not my
Mhm.
most likely scenario, but
I could certainly
yeah,
Dia Atlas at the very least getting released in stateside,
I
since he's
think he
actually had
yeah. I think
fictional
Atlas will.
portrayal outside of that Zone 1 episode OVA.
Yeah,
He
I think
was
Diatlas
recently
will get
notable in that
released.
of continuity.
Yeah, I feel confident that Diatlas's version, like the Diatlas mold, will be released over here.
Mhm.
I feel like it's 50-50 is how I feel on the other 2 getting released stateside. I feel like Diatlas would be a safe bet at some point. Could be for another year or 2. But I think that it's a relatively safe bet that they could do that. Weirder things have happened.
Yeah.
But especially because of the reuse of the Power Master Prime mold. I feel like that is the biggest piece of evidence you could use as of supporting evidence to back up the claim that Diatlas could come over. But we never got God Bomber, so it's also like you could use that against it, or you could use that against the other 2 coming over with it. I don't know, but either way, man, Legends knows how to come back.
Yeah.
If Legends just does this every couple, like, if Legends becomes this weird thing where they do kooky repaints that they can't quite fit into Encore, so like the Blue Big Convoy is an LGEX release,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
or even just doing these extensive like retool, like Now it's just a matter of thinking of like, okay, what other characters, like, oh no,
What?
they could do Leo Zach.
Yeah.
Oh, they
I
could do
don't
Leo.
think they will. Well, they wouldn't just do Leo Zach. They would do Lyle
I don't
Kaiser.
know. I don't. They imagine it'd probably be really upsetting for some fans, like especially in Japan. But at the same time, it'd be kind of neat if they just kind of came out with Leo Zach and even like a Jaguar, and it's like, you know what these are for.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't do that because that's not their market. Like, why would you know what I mean? Like, they are marketing towards people in their area.
Well,
But-
right. I'm just saying, like, they probably would do a full. They at least. It's like they could do a full team, but then it's like, and that might just be what happens with Unite Warriors. Like, they might be doing slight reissues, and then they'll just go and do Lio Kaiser next or something.
Yeah.
Just take the exact same ones that Hasbro put out for the limbs, and then just retool Leo Zach. I mean,
I feel
retool
like-
Starscreamer into.
I
Leo
feel
Zach
with
and-
Takara, we're like, especially since it's been so long since the Platinum one came out. I wouldn't be surprised if they also went and just did additional retooling.
Oh, okay.
I
On the
wouldn't be either.
Extensive.
to make them more accurate,
Mm-hmm.
even
Okay.
more so, because those head sculpts on the Destrons are really good.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
they are. Yeah, I'd honestly be a little more surprised if they didn't toy with the deluxes at all.
I don't think they need to, but I think they would toy with the limbs
I
a
just-
bit.
I mean, selfishly, I just want them to come out with Leo Zach and Jaguar, partly because at the pace I'm going, I'm not finishing mine anytime soon, like the ones that I'm making. So
Yeah.
just make them so I don't have to bother customizing the ones that I have in my garage right now.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna do with the ones in your garage right now? Then
I'll just put them together or it's just Leo Zach. I took apart the Beachcomber. I haven't painted it or anything yet.
Gotcha. Yeah. But, anyways, next thing we have are some listings for War for Cybertron Siege. We have the Battle Masters, but we also do have additional listings that are not in this article. They're from, if you go to tfw2005.com.
Yeah, they have two separate articles that feature a bunch more than what
Yeah.
T-Formers list.
This is about the Battle Masters, which are Fire Drive, which is Firebolt. Wait, that's the first wave.
Yeah, they were just relisting the first
Yeah,
wave.
second wave is Caliburst, who that is Slug Slingers.
partner.
Yeah, Slug Slingers. Smashdown, which I would just guess, as it's mentioned in the article, that just sounds like a Hammer name. We know no idea who it could actually be, but that just sounds like it could be the Hammer, because they did say in their Instagram that there is going to be a Hammer Battle Master. And also Pteraxodon, which is a freaking awesome name, and if it's not a dinosaur, I'm going to be disappointed. I feel like it's a pterodactyl.
Yeah, it's gotta.
That's
Really
an
does.
axe.
Yeah, pterodactyl axe. That if it's like a brontosaurus gun, it's gonna be annoying. If it has that name.
I kind of hope it is now, just because it would be really, really weird and funny.
So look,
yeah.
bronto gun. It's like we messed up. We called it.
We got the name, and the next wave we get the pterodactyl that turns into an axe named Brontogun, and they're like, "Yeah, we just kind of messed up with the naming, guys. We can fix it. It was too late."
and then the other listings are, what are they for?
So first things first, in terms of the order they list. Well, actually, let's do it in terms of priority of what we know. They reconfirm Leader Class Shockwave, Voyager Class Megatron, and Deluxe Class Flywheels. That we had confirmed elsewhere because they were Wave 1 stuff.
Yeah.
Starscream and Thundercracker, I think, were also kind of confirmed somewhere, but this is a bit more solid than elsewhere. As well, and then the two new Voyagers. The one is technically old, but we didn't know where it was going per se. Are Voyager class Soundwave and Springer. And then the last thing on the first article is a listing for a deluxe class 6-gun, indicating we are going to get more of the weaponizers to
Which again with 6-gun we already had listed before too.
I didn't remember 6-gun being listed.
Yeah.
But
It
it
was
was
leaked. They weren't. It wasn't from an official store, but it was leaked listings from databases or something.
Yeah,
I thought it was from like Amazon Australia or something. So and it
Oh
was like,
no, yeah. So it wasn't official.
But-
and it was all like kind of mishmash of like what's what. Like there wasn't really a clear indication.
Yeah,
This just
and
kind of further
they
confirmed.
were-
6-gun was in it.
movie, Cyberverse,
Yeah.
Siege, what have you. But I think Soundwave, out of the non-target masters, is completely new.
Yeah, that's
Soundwave
the
and
only thing that
Springer.
was. But Springer isn't a surprise though. I mean, it.
Was he in those lakes from before, or like
He-
the listings?
There was a Springer in those leaks.
Yeah,
Okay.
and like it wasn't confirmed. Like this is. I mean, this isn't official confirmation, but it is confirmation. Like this is.
It's
These are solid.
right. This is like the second or third time we've heard this name. So at this
Yeah.
point, we're like, yeah, Springer's showing up.
But like
Yeah.
Soundwave, this is the first we've heard of it. That might have been a surprise for if they revealed that at New York Comic Con. They were a week away from getting a total surprise on us,
Yeah.
which is a bummer if that's the case. If they don't reveal it at New York Comic Con, we would have known. But
At this point, just I hope they reveal it. Like
they better. It'll just be
Better.
They'll just eat at me if they don't.
Well, they've also. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Uh,
What were you gonna say?
I just, because there's like a couple of conventions that like Hasbro's confirmed to be going to. Like there's one in France like 2 weeks after New York Comic Con that they said, oh, there's going to be new reveals there.
Yeah.
So like I think some of these we'll get at New York Comic Con and others we're going to get at these other conventions throughout the rest of the year.
Awesome movie. They might do all the
Awesome
Siege at
movies.
once, and they might do all the Studio Series at one. I don't know.
That's true.
They might do a couple of each at each convention. We'll have to see. But yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other listing was the Micromasters and Prowl, right? Which
Yes.
Prowl is not even worth discussing because we knew Prowl was coming. He's literally on the poster.
It's just making that just seem like Prowl, 6-gun, Chromium, Ironhide are the Wave 2 bots.
They are definitely not because we would not get an all wave of Autobots, I don't think.
Well, here's the thing. Wave 2 has traditionally been 5, so there would still be 1 missing. For Deluxe.
How long has it been 5?
The past 2 years.
Titan's Return wasn't, was it?
Yes, it was. Well, that was-
No, that was Wave 3.
Yeah.
So traditionally,
But,
you
like,
mean once.
It was the second wave of 2017, is what I meant. Wave 4. Wave 4.
Wave 4. Oh, wait, yeah, it wasn't Wave 3, it was Wave 4.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
I
that was
guess, yeah.
17. We have the second wave of 2018. Deluxes has 5. I would not be surprised that the second wave of Deluxes of 2019 also has 5, and then we get 3 and 1 again, because again, that's also repeated.
Maybe. I don't know.
And also but you also did forget one in the listing. There is also a Target Master listing for Battle Master Aimless,
Oh, yeah,
Which-
which is Misfires, right?
which at the very least says that all the Decepticon Target Masters are getting their partners. Confirms that.
So now that we have all the Decepticon Target Masters, I think we should get some Autobot. Just saying.
We've got Fire Drive.
Who's that?
for
for?
Hot-
So then
I
we
was gonna say
need
that's
a.
Hot Rod. I mean the Autobot Target Masters, not Target
I know.
Masters. Yeah.
No, we're gonna get hot rods and cups and
Blurs.
blurs at this point. Like that's what's gonna happen.
So yeah, so
Because-
we're gonna get all the
Yeah.
Autobots who were not Target Masters. We'll get their Target Masters.
Well, no, they were Target Masters.
Well, I know, but you know what I mean. They are not the Autobot Target Masters. They're not the Autobot Target Master team.
They were not
They're not
privy to the Target
Crosshair, Sure Shot, and
Yes.
point blank.
Meanwhile, Cyclonus and Scourge are not going to get their target masters when they are the Autobot equivalent of Hot Rod, Blur, and Cup.
You mean
being
the
target masters.
Decepticon equivalent?
What?
You said Autobot equivalent.
Oh yeah, Decepticon equivalent. Yeah, they're not Autobots. And then what are the Micromaster?
Okay, so
listings?
the Micromaster listings for the new Micromasters that we haven't heard about before are Off-Road Patrol, Spy Patrol, and Sports Car Patrol. Now let me just bring up TF Wiki really quick. Because Off-Road Patrol and Sports Car Patrol, I'm pretty sure... Off-Road Patrol, I know for a fact, is a bunch of like monster trucks, Autobots.
Say those two are definitely something, but the Spy Patrol is
Yeah.
the one that we have.
Yeah, I just want to double check
What the heck?
Sports Car Patrol. Sports Car Patrol is a Decepticon patrol.
Yeah.
Uh,
But then Spy
the-
Patrol is just like, what the heck?
Yeah, Spy Patrol is out of the blue, nowhere. There's no other Micromaster Patrol that even has a name remotely close to Spy Patrol. So here is the theory I would like to pose.
So I want to pose one other one first because it's less exciting.
Yes,
My
fair.
theory is it's the other half of one of the other patrols, and that's why it has a brand new name from nowhere. Is because like these patrols are only two when they were more. They usually four.
Yeah.
So they're usually four. So there's a half missing. So my theory is that this is just the other half of one of the patrols that's already been named. They just can't name it the same thing. But I hope Soundjack's theory is true.
Okay, so in light of the news of us getting a Voyager-class Soundwave, we have been thinking, oh, is he going to have his cassette partners? With the thought maybe he'll come with one of them with his Voyager figure. But then how would the others be released if they were to? My original thought, before even seeing this listing, because we heard the Soundwave before of these patrols, was, oh, maybe we can get them through a Micromaster 2-pack and like get Rumble and Ravage in the 2-pack and have Laserbeak come with Soundwave. Well, the Spy Patrol sounds like a perfect name for cassette dude, for a pair of cassettes that go with Soundwave, who is a spy in the Decepticons, who is used for infiltration and the like. I hope that's the case. I am crossing my fingers for that to be the case.
I also hope that's the case. I think that's a reasonable theory, but I feel like if I had to bet money on it right now,
I would say they're not. But I
Well-
don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a very reasonable theory. I just for some reason I don't think it's true.
Hopefully we'll have an answer this weekend.
Yes, very
If
hopeful.
we see Soundwave, and I am right in the thought is correct that the Spy Patrol is his cassettes and he does come with one of his cassette partners, I would be surprised if we didn't see them all at once.
Sure.
Yeah, agreed. Unless they reveal if the cassettes were the Micromaster set, if they revealed the Micromaster set in New York Comic Con and then like a week or two later revealed Soundwave, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because that could be something they split up. I don't know. But yeah,
You would definitely reveal Soundwave first if you were to split them up.
well, but that would be like a tease for Soundwave. You know what I mean? I mean, because you would know a Soundwave is coming, but you don't know what it looks like yet. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, overall, Soundwave would be more interesting because, like,
I think it's more interesting,
outside,
which is why I
because
think
if
they
we
would
did
save
have-
it for something else.
well, if we didn't have this leak,
Because he's not Wave
we would have
1.
no clue about Soundwave coming, and that would blow us out of the water pretty much.
No,
like,
I know,
blow the
but
excitement.
that's why I'm thinking it's not Wave 1. That's why I think they would save it for a later reveal, if anything.
Oh, speaking of that, with these leaks, we have 6 Voyagers. We have 6 listings for 6 Voyagers for Siege. That is the maximum that we tend to get. 6 tends to be the maximum we get a year for Voyagers for a line. How did the Primes didn't even have 6? It only had 5 with 1 repack.
And this seems to be the first 3 waves.
Yeah, because you're not, unless they're changing how they release them. We don't expect more than 2 at a time,
Yeah.
more than 2 per wave. And Voyagers haven't had a 4th wave in these past 2 years.
I'm very open to it. I mean, this could be all the Voyagers we're getting for the current year,
But there's
or maybe not. I don't know.
the thing that throws it off a bit is Skywarp is definitely in the artwork for Siege with the Skywarp, the Starscream Thundercracker, though that's entirely possible. He becomes an exclusive, like Ratchet is a Walgreens.
Yeah. I mean, or he could just be the next year if they continue on for a year. We don't know that this toy line's only a year, so.
We don't know how the following years are going to proceed. But at the very least, all we know is going to be the same aesthetic, whether it's just a continuation of a story, and this series of 3 one-year lines is actually more like one extended 3-year line. Is to be determined. But we have to wait at least another year to even get an idea of what's going on with that.
So that will be interesting to see. Moving on to movie news. We have an amazing looking figure, which I know the Optimus Prime one looked just mind-blowingly awesome. But from the last night, we have Megatron getting a figure for... Wait, what company is this?
What is it?
Scale collectible. It's the premiums. The Transformers the last night Megatron premium scale collectible figure. But where's it from?
Is this a third party?
No, it's official. Because there was an Optimus Prime one. Yeah, there was an Optimus Prime one, which was also Nemesis Prime.
3A. 3A is the one that's made, and it's an official. It's an official
third party. Yeah.
Not IP infringement.
Yeah, that is what you meant whenever you said third party, right? You meant IP infringing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 3A.
Because the fandom is stupid and decide to refer to the
unlicensed. Yeah, people say unlicensed is third party, which isn't really true. Third party is licensed, but
or it's like there's unlicensed and licensed third party products. Like there's unofficial IP infringing product, and then there's official licensed product, which is what this is. It seems like it's from 3A.
And I know the Optimus Prime was mind-blowingly awesome, so I cannot imagine this being anything less. And just from the 2 shots we get of it, it looks good. Also looks super expensive.
Yeah, I was about to say it looks amazing, but it's also going to be amazingly expensive, most likely.
Eric, do you remember the Tarantula General guy from Clone Wars?
Yeah, I'm blanking on it. What his name is at the moment. Admiral Trench. Yes. What about him?
Look at Megatron's face. Do you see the resemblance?
Yeah, I kind of do a little bit.
I kind of want Admiral Trench's voice to come out of this design now. Specifically, the clicking thing that he does.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. And he does become a cyborg later on, so he is part robotic at one point.
That's where Megatron comes from.
Yeah, Megatron is just by the point he gets to like General Grievous level of cybernetics. That is what he is. So, wow,
I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Watch the Clone Wars.
Yeah, as I say, you need to watch the Clone Wars. It's literally the best show you can watch ever.
Excuse you, Beast Wars exists.
No, Clone Wars is definitely a better show than Beast Wars. Hands down.
Oh man, a Beast Wars, a version of Beast Wars that had the production quality of Clone Wars. Oh no, that'd be so good.
But like even the bad episodes of the Clone Wars are nowhere near the bad episodes of Beast Wars, in my opinion.
Well, I'm just saying, like, imagine Beast Wars, but like if it looked as good as Clone Wars.
No, yeah.
I mean, Beast Wars, in terms of quality, was amazing for its day. It's just aged very poorly.
Oh, no, totally.
Those backgrounds, though.
In all
really
fairness, the first season of Clone Wars didn't age great. It aged certainly better than
Beast Wars.
Yeah, but it you can tell the big difference between season 1 and season 2. You can tell the differences through all the seasons, but none of them are nearly as big as season 1 and season 2. It's like, oh wow. But yeah. But yeah, that's about it for that figure, because none of us can ever afford to get that. What is our next thing? Oh, the next thing is something I'm insanely jealous of. Promotional box set being sent out to basically any Transformers news site that gets stuff from Hasbro. And it's a Join the Buzz, which has been the campaign slogan for the Bumblebee movie. It's a cardboard boombox decorated with Bumblebee stuff. I heard the 80s and everything. And then you open it up to be filled with Bumblebee movie toys, and I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. This looks so good. It comes with 2 Studio Series Bumblebees, with the DJ Bumblebee, which I need to get one of, the Giant Bumblebee, which I think is like leader class size, that has the hidden blade and mask that I want. And the Rolly, what does the Rolly chest thing do? I'm guessing that you roll that up to make his vehicle mode go or something. It says to charge him up. I don't know. And then some other Bumblebee movie toys like One Steps, I think a Legion, and then
the power kit, the kit,
yeah,
the garage kit. And it also
it comes with the garage kit.
Yeah, there's an image, like image 18 on the T-Formers shows the kit, the garage kit.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't understand why it comes with 2 Studio Series Bumblebees, the Volkswagen Bumblebee. I mean,
yeah.
I would not complain if I received a box that had 2. I'm just curious what made them put 2 of that and 1 of everything else. I don't know, but
maybe it's just what fit.
God,
but
I'm jealous.
It also comes with a very, very nice letter from Travis Knight, the director.
Oh my God, the letter is so amazing.
That letter, I think the people in the fandom that have read that letter, I think now have just so much more faith in this movie.
If you have not seen it, I know I'm not.
T-Formers doesn't have a proper image of the letter.
I saw it from Optobotomus. That's how I saw it. So if you want to see it, just go to the social media of basically any of the places except T-Formers. You'll probably find it.
One of the things
TFW 2005 also has a screenshot of the letter.
Gotcha.
The basic gist I feel like with from the letter of like just sort of the difference in like how both Michael Bay and
Travis Knight,
I was forgetting his name, kind of see the franchise is Michael Bay is just kind of like effing robots, and then Travis Knight is like effing robots.
Well, yeah, but Michael Bay also, I mean, in terms of care, like, Travis Knight cares more about Transformers than Michael Bay did. Michael Bay outright hated it. And, like, even if you like the Michael Bay movies, which I do, and like his stuff, he himself hated making Transformers movies. I think he might have enjoyed the first one, but he did not want to do it. There's a reason that he said every movie was his last movie. He didn't want to do it. He did it because once he did that, he was allowed to do a movie he wanted to do. That's how studios work a lot of the time, which, like it or not, that's just how it works for them. But they did go.
Transformers movies were the big money makers that then could get him to do whatever else he wanted to do. Yeah. At the point that they stopped making money, he was gone.
Yeah. And he specifically, whenever he made the movie designs, which he didn't make them, but he gave the instructions that he wanted them to be unrecognizable from anything they were before, because it wanted to be a brand new thing, which I kind of agree / understand, but at the same time, you know, it's a slippery slope, because I understand why people don't like the designs, but I also understand the fact that it's a brand new thing, make it, you know, totally different, it's a new era, but, you know, alas, we're not talking about that, because we're not talking about those movies.
No. We're talking about Bumblebee, talking about Travis Knight, who's grown up with these, had fun times with his Transformers toys, including Bumblebee as a kid, and is ready to tell us his adventures with Bumblebee.
Which should be very cool.
I feel like the wines finally hit soundtrack.
What? What? I didn't hear what he said, Miguel.
We should just keep going.
Yep. The next thing we have on our news is actually again, I cannot stress this. I feel like I say this every episode, and I will continue to do so. The Transformers official media is great. The Hasbro's social media for Hasbro Pulse and the Transformers official. It's really good. If you're not following it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Because you get little sneak peeks and stuff. You get reveals sometimes. You get just, honestly, their Instagram stories are usually fun polls. Like, they're funny. The people who run them care about them.
Maybe they'll start showing us like teaser pictures of like one of Omega Supreme's tracks this week.
Wouldn't be too surprised. But we get another leak from Cybertron, and this is Studio Series Dropkick. And basically, the main reason we're discussing this, because we don't discuss every leak from Cybertron, is because from these images of the test shot, we are learning that the entire torso basically is clear plastic. While not a huge fan of that, it doesn't really impact the visuals because we've been seeing him in color for so long, and I had no idea. I don't think anyone did until now. So visually, I feel like you can't really complain about it because we've all seen the pictures and like we all had no idea, and it wasn't because they were bad quality pictures. We've seen plenty of it. But the two people are worried about the structure, the stability of it. It's better now than it used to be, so like I wouldn't worry too much about it, but I do understand a little bit of fear. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure they wouldn't design it that way if they thought that it was going to break. But I do understand not being the biggest fan of this, because it is a lot of clear plastic. How do you guys feel about it? Does this scare you, or are you okay? Like, I'm not scared, but I understand people's complaints about it. Are any of you scared of Studio Series Dropkick now?
No.
Not really.
Miguel, are you refusing to weigh in? You don't want to...
What was the question?
Are you scared of Studio Series Dropkick now?
Oh, because of the clear chest?
Yeah, because the entire torso is clear plastic, basically.
I mean, I'm. That's the same reason why I'm scared of Grimlock, the Power of the Primes one. Yeah, no, I feel like we've hit a point, or at least we should be hitting a point where more of the fandom should be scared of clear plastic, and we can kind of voice, at least our concerns in person when we're at conventions and stuff. Of like, hey, stop making, like, or at least let us understand why you choose to make stress-bearing pieces of your toys out of clear plastic.
See, but I haven't had any clear plastic break in a long time. So, like, I'm pretty sure it's like gold plastic, where they've figured out a way to make it not break so much.
Which, true, it could be that, but then, like, at least for some of the toys that have come out now more recently, were like Chromia. I would say Chromia. Moonracer and Firestar are two, where their ball joints are made of, and their shoulders are made of clear plastic.
Yeah, that one's I don't understand.
See, but that one doesn't even bother me. I don't know, like, because that doesn't feel like it will... Plus, that's not stressful at all, the ball joints on the shoulder. I mean, like, because they're not... If they were super tight, then yeah, but at least mine aren't.
Right, but it causes concern, and I would prefer, and just like the other thing is age. Like, that's the one factor that we have to literally wait for. Like, I won't be really happy if, like, within 10 years, a lot of my generation's figures, which are really good, are just falling apart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not too worried about Studio Series Dropkick, but we'll see. It was interesting. It was definitely a shock to see that, though, I'll say.
Yeah.
But moving on to the most exciting movie news of the week, in my opinion. We have a retool from an Age of Extinction mold. Bet you never would have guessed that was going to happen soon. And so this, in all fairness, because I think it was Vangelis that pointed this out on Twitter that I realized, this is basically the last Movieverse character of the movie, the Bayformers era, in my opinion at least. Could change once B comes out and it's like, oh, it actually ties in a lot, but B seems to be an entirely different thing. So at the moment, this could be the last thing. And what it is JD Red Knight exclusive, which apparently this is leaked, but these are very high quality leaks. It is a red and black version of the Age of Extinction Voyager class Galvatron, a mold I actually like quite a bit. And it's an Autobot, and he has a retooled head, like a brand new head mold, and a retooled chest. He no longer has the chest hole, and it's supposed to resemble this company's, which is JDE.com, is a Fortune Global 500 company. It used to be known as Jingdong, and 360 Buy, and they specialize in e-commerce. So they are spearheading driverless technology involving drones, robots, and automated trucks, which is what they seem to think the inspiration for this Red Knight is that it's supposed to be a drone/automated truck, which I really like this. I hope it's not super, super expensive.
My right now, just since you mentioned that whole thing that this is probably the last like Bayverse movie character, my head canon is he's the one who's gonna save the planet from Unicron.
I like that a lot. Also,
He's the guy. He has to he the end of the universe is just him and Optimus duking it out.
Yeah.
Wait, duking it out, but he's an Autobot.
No, but like movie Prime. It's movie Prime.
Oh, okay.
Like at the point we're at, or the point we were left off with movie Prime. Movie Prime was the defender of Unicron.
Well, that's not the point we left off on.
He saved Unicron and then like went off like driving off into like through a.
I mean, I guess. Well, no, I guess you do have a valid point. He's trying to if this guy's trying to kill Unicron, that could potentially mean killing Earth. So Optimus Prime would try to stop him. No, you are right. Yeah, that is fair.
I just like my whole like the whole like joke about movie Prime just being like so, like the movies are just this like what's the term when the hero like declines, like he becomes like worse over time. There's a term.
Yeah.
Trying to think of it. Put my nose on it. Put my finger on it.
Put my nose on it.
I don't know why I said nose. I don't know. Shut up.
Okay. But you know
Alright,
what this
so
does look
I'm
like?
tired
It
already.
really looks like Stinger just gained a bunch of weight.
Oh.
I'm just saying. This figure does look like Stinger just gained a whole bunch of weight.
I thought it kind of looked like Hot Rod.
It was making me think, honestly, just because of the colors and the connection, it's giving me weird flashbacks to the Chevy Swerve.
Oh, this is very much in like this is like a spiritual successor to Aveo Swerve. Very much.
Yeah. But I just was very taken aback by this, and I really like it for that.
I honestly, when I first saw this, I thought this was a knockoff. This was like a high quality knockoff.
Oh, I thought that 100%.
Pictures are way too nice. I never even considered that. Pictures are way too nice for that. They don't photograph.
No, granted, I also thought that of like the Chicago cons of like
the custom ones.
Yeah, the custom for the Autobot.
See, but I knew those weren't knockoffs because they wouldn't be called Chicago cons. Like they wouldn't have that name. They wouldn't be named because knockoffs are weird. No, they have weird names, but they aren't named after American cities. Overseas retailers who knock the stuff off, they wouldn't do that. That's the weird. I don't know. Anyways, last bit of movie news we have, which I only have the link to the one, but there are actually two, is Prime One Studios has showed off their Transformers Bumblebee statue, which this one is Blitzwing. They also showed off Bumblebee. It's just gray and their face with lit up eyes, and I just gotta say these look super cool. I look forward to seeing them in color and never owning it. I would love to own one, but I need to win a couple lotteries first.
Same.
They look great. That's all I have to say is they're making them, they look great, and I need to win a lottery to do so.
They look great, but my wallet won't look great after the event of buying one. If I ever get to that point. Which I know I won't. I know for a fact I won't.
But yeah, anyways, next thing we have is pretty pre-orders. Jared, what are our pretty pre-orders? We actually have 2 for this week.
We do, and the first one would be from, if my page will load, Fans Hobby Master Builder Purple Power Baser, which is their version of Shattered Glass. Shattered Glass.
Power
What was the
Master
name?
Prime.
Power Master Prime. I don't know why that
Based
said
off
it
of
like my
their,
brain.
their Power Baser mold, which is their masterpiece, Power Master Prime. And
Yeah.
yeah, they made it in purple, which, man, I'm really curious if/how this shows up anywhere, because Miguel and I were talking about it a bunch before the show started, with the fact that this is the same company that did the whole Red Dragon, who was actually my desk bot today, the Transmetals 2 Megatron, well, actually Transmetals 3 technically, Megatron homage from their Monster Bot mold, which was exclusive, and then was not exclusive and much cheaper. This is only $40 more than the regular price point of Power Baser and the black version of Power Baser. So is it possible we'll get a widespread release after this convention is over, with it in slightly different colors but at the regular price point? I don't know. I'm very interested, but it's very, very pretty, and I kind of want one. I'm kind of hoping that it shows up at TFCon as an exclusive, even though that'd be kind of unprecedented for a TFCon exclusive to be that type of a thing, but Fans Hobby has also shown that they're not opposed to taking convention exclusives and making them less exclusive, so I don't know. It's pretty, though. And then, more exciting for everyone else here, probably, would be the next pretty pre-order, which is a special pretty pre-order. Jared, what is it?
This would be this is something
you ordered, right?
Yeah, I did order this actually. And this would be Cold Construct's CC01 Statchel, which is their take on a Transformers Cybertron Scattershot, which is made to scale with Galaxy Meteor, made by Make Toys, and I cannot wait for this. It looks great from what you can see and what I have a feeling to be like. I actually have confidence in this dude who is making it literally out of his garage.
I'm kind of curious if this guy could get sued. Because the reason that most third parties don't get sued, not the only reason, we don't know the main reasons, but one of the most likely, especially from people who are involved in law and stuff, the reasons is that they're overseas companies and the trademark laws are very different, and it's very hard to do that. You basically can't sue them. This guy's based in the U.S., I'm assuming.
Yes, yes.
He would be very easy to sue. I don't think they will, but
if they
wanted to, this is by far the easiest case they could ever have.
Mm.
I'm just saying. So I'm kind of curious. I don't think anything will happen, and I certainly hope not, because this looks great and the guy seems nice and everything.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that if there was an opportunity to start cracking down, this would be it.
Mm-hmm.
But for his sake, let's hope not.
Yeah.
Because this looks awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. It looks like he's actually putting a good amount of work and thought into this figure.
Yes,
and it's $50 if you pre-order it now. The MSRP later will be $65. It's not guaranteed how many he'll have later, so just put that out there.
From my understanding, the $50 pre-order is until October 25th.
6th.
You pre-order by
it's
25th.
before October 26th. So yeah, if you do it
So,
on October 25th.
At the end of the day, October 25th, you'll get it for $50. You do it after that, $65. Still a very reasonable price. He discusses in the description that at the moment it's going to be cast in a high impact resin, which will reduce damage from falls and or damage of the sort with other lesser castings. However, he is also saying that if he gets in enough pre-orders, he could afford injection molds and make this out of injected parts, which would
Very
be
interesting.
very nice.
Yeah.
I'm
He-
curious
al-
how close he is to that goal.
Yeah, I think he goes in more detail on the forums a
Mhm.
bit. I don't remember exactly, but I don't think he gave a precise amount. But
Oh no,
I
I don't
do.
think
No,
he did. I'm saying I'm just curious what it
but
is.
I do definitely actually. You know what? I remember somewhere on the forums he provides a link to the injection mold set thing that he would want to get. So there's presumably a price attached to that. I haven't checked.
Mhm.
Again, he never specified, but if this gains enough traction, he could probably make this out of injected parts out of his garage, hand paint it, and send it off to you. Also, it is listed as being available first quarter 2019, but his actual intent is to get them out at the end of the year. It just. Oh wait, it does. It does have an amount. 500 units before the end of November. Everyone will get an automatic upgrade to ABS PP injection plastic parts.
No, but I meant he hasn't published his count. Like how many he's away from it. That's what I meant.
Oh,
Like how
okay.
many, like how
Yeah,
close he is.
I thought you were asking about how many was the goal. I didn't even realize there was a numbered goal, to be honest. So yeah, if he gets 500 of these bad boys pre-ordered, he can upgrade the quality of his stuff, and that's going to be awesome.
So if you're interested in this at all, definitely you should give it some serious consideration because it seems really nice.
And it's also quite cheap compared to other
I was going to
masterpieces.
say there's some very decent incentives, so definitely give it a chance.
Yeah,
Especially good.
I just want to bring up he compares. He has a couple of size comparisons with Sideswipe from the masterpiece Sideswipe.
Hmm.
It's Scattershot's a touch shorter at the head, but in vehicle mode he's substantially larger because he's got like the backpack and stuff, like the missile truck and stuff, and like he's just a bulkier figure, so it's definitely worth it. But yeah, we should just keep moving on. Yeah, I'm just so excited for this.
Same, especially since I have Galaxy, and I can't wait to be able to display him next to the Scattershot. And I want to, but I have yet to get Mastermind Creations version of what's her name again? Override.
Override, yeah. MMC off their Calidus mold, is it?
Yeah.
That is the more than meets the eye hot rod. I mean, Rodimus.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that's not 100% accurate, but I mean that's close enough. That's more than we've gotten before.
Yeah. I'd like to see this guy dive into like some more Unicron trilogy stuff, like an Armada Starscream. That would be pretty cool to have.
I mean, I've been following the thread. He definitely has intentions for more Cybertron figures.
Yeah.
He even has a rough idea of how big a Metroplex would be.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
That would be 28 inches tall, according to the official scale guide. But he's also talked about some Armada stuff too, so I feel like that's also in the works.
Sad thing is, I'd probably buy that Metroplex.
Oh, I know I would. Anywho, yeah. This is cool. Seriously, check him out. If you want, he's got a Twitter at Cold LLC or on Facebook at Cold Constructs. And he'll have updates. There's updates. He's posted videos. He posted a bunch of updates. I really like this. I'm individually, honestly, thinking of just posting a video of my channel, just talking about this, which is unusual for me. But I just want to get the word out because this looks so cool.
Yeah.
But as Eric has... Oh, never mind. I was about to spoil the secret that you had left for a brief time, which I just did anyway.
You mean what you just said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I realized I said keep going, which I think you took as move on from the subject
Yeah,
at first, and then
saw
I was actually me leaving, so I meant keep the show going. But good job, you kept the show going. So
yeah, we ended up staying on topic.
Yeah.
um,
Surprisingly.
but anyways, the this week's mascot is Purple Bisque in honor of the Purple Power Baser, which I've wanted to happen for so long and finally is happening. So, yeah. Miguel, what is also on Nerdy Geek Talk this week? You actually have a job this week. It's amazing. I love it when you have to do
Also,
stuff.
yeah, because I'm otherwise just such a lazy bum. um, also on Nerdy Geek Talk this week, Awesome Asylum episode 14, MCU shows galore. This week, Aaron and Eric, almost sound like I said the same name, discuss the Joker movie, Captain Marvel, two capital levels Marvel for some reason,
Yeah, that's
and
weird.
new MCU shows that are exciting. Check it out. Now, Joker movie, which one? The Joaquin Phoenix one, or
The one that's happening.
because
So
I know
aren't
there's
there
like all that stuff about the Harley Quinn and like what was it? It was the one headline. It was like
Yeah,
Harley
Harley
Quinn and
Quinn
Joker.
and Jared Leto's Joker, which I don't think that's actually happening.
They kidnapped Dr. Phil. Like that was the thing I read.
Yeah, there's
I
something.
want to say that was a joke, but I honestly don't. I don't know.
They kidnapped Dr. Phil, played by Dr. Phil. That was the.
Yeah.
We're talking about the one that's actually happening. There's footage coming out. The one, yeah. So
All right. Next up, we have Mandalore Monday, episode 9, Old Man Mace. This week, Luke and Eric discuss the new Resistance trailer and the possibility of Star Wars miniseries coming to the Disney streaming service. Old Man Mace Windu, it's a tongue twister, Young Grievous, Boba Fett, and more.
that was actually pretty fun. Also, did you guys know that there's going to be another special colored stormtrooper in Resistance? Like how Phasma is.
It's like the gold Phasma,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. There's a gold chrome Phasma, but instead of cape, this commander has a pauldron, not an actual cape. Which
Is
you know,
there
fun
an
fact,
expla-
there is a red. There is another. There was Phasma's rival who was there before Phasma in the First Order, which is Cardinal, who had red stormtrooper armor, not a special helmet. It was just a regular helmet, but red. And then he did have a cape. This guy is the same thing, where he has regular armor, but it's colored. But he does not have a cape. He has a shoulder pauldron.
Phasma's whole thing is her armor is made from like the melted alloy of a Naboo ship, right?
Yeah, Palpatine's personal yacht.
Right. So is the gold anything significant like that?
We have
or-
no idea. We don't even know his name yet.
It's the melted spare parts of 3PO.
That's what I was about to say.
No.
Oh, I hope
No.
so. I mean, this takes place pre-Force Awakens, though, so
No, that's what happens every time like 3PO loses a limb and it's a different color. It's because someone
actually,
stole
this
it.
This guy is hunting him down. He's getting him piece by piece. That's
Every
great.
time his armor cracks, he's like, I need to go get 3PO again.
That's great.
Oh wait, did you never? I don't know if you ever responded to the one time I asked. Have you seen the Arl Knots parody videos of Star Wars before?
Wait, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh no! You need to watch. I have to show you these. You have to be introduced to 3PO.
Oh man, I legitimately have no idea what you're talking about. So now
Oh
I'm
my
so
gosh,
excited.
these are amazing. Okay, we.
I
I'm
suspect there's a binge going to happen after the podcast.
Yep.
We're at least recording some of the beginning of that because it's going to be amazing.
Seems like it.
And then finally, Holocron Herald 30. Girl Space Worms. John and Luke Sir are out here.
I don't even know what that says. They wrote the description, not me. Where?
That's
Out-
wearing. That
Pouring
says
in-
wearing.
Against space worms.
John and Luke Sir are out here wearing and protecting against space worms and crappy Jedi interrogations. Listen up and learn about Eric's tweeting habits.
Apparently, they actually went on my Twitter during the show because I wasn't on the show for
So,
that episode.
is it just a long conversation about potatoes?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't tweet about potatoes that
there's a
much.
question-
It's
You
random.
have been lately, though.
No, but they're
You
not
know-
that often. There's only like one a day max.
Well, like that's unusual.
Yeah, but
I've
no.
known you
Apparently,
for the better part of a year, and this is there has been a significant increase in the amount of tweets coming out of you about potatoes and potato-related things.
they were tweeting.
We
at
need
Dave
intervention,
Filoni.
Eric.
They were tweeting at Dave Filoni too, like telling him. They actually tweeted at him because in one of our shows, I talked about how bad I would love just to like meet him. I would totally be Dave Filoni's apprentice, and they were like, "But what if he just trash talks Transformers every other sentence?" And I was like, "I'd be cool with that. Like, he doesn't have to like Transformers. Like, as long as I get to learn from him, and I'm allowed to like Transformers, it works." But they're tweeting at him saying they'll sacrifice cowboy hats if he meets me and talks about how much he hates Transformers. And I responded to one of the tweets at one of the point where they were recording. And so then they started tweeting at me like, "What are you doing that you could tweet but not record with us?" And I actually destroyed John, and I don't know if they put it on the show, but listen to find out, because I just utterly destroyed John with my response.
Oh God.
But yeah, anyways, if you like this podcast and any of our other podcasts, definitely subscribe to Nerdy Geek Talk anywhere you listen to podcasts. Google Play, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Podbean, all those places. Nerdy Geek Talk is where you'll find our network. You'll get all our shows, including NGT Reviews, which should be tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where it's going to be... we're going to say Studio Series Wave 2 Voyagers?
That's what we're saying, I guess.
Probably.
Because
you
we
don't
were gonna,
have your-
I was gonna say we were gonna do the deluxes, but I'm pretty sure my Punch Counterpunch is in Pittsburgh, and I will get it this coming weekend. But I don't have it yet, so we can't do the Amazon exclusive deluxe 3-pack. I mean, we could do
Okay.
Nemesis Prime, but
and we can't do the deluxes of Studio Series because I don't have them.
yeah. But we can do Studio Series Wave 2 Voyagers, which have actually been out for a while, so that's okay.
Yeah.
And there should be other shows as normal, all that good stuff. Maybe there'll be an Anime Overdrive. Tweet at Chris to get her to make it done.
Make it so.
It still works. But anyways, you can also follow us at Nerdy Geek Talk on Twitter, where you'll get, if you set notifications, you get notified every time the second a show goes up. Personally, you can find, also, the show has at Steel City Bots, you can follow on Twitter, and then at Steel City Bots on Instagram. There's usually funny stuff there. Personally,
Thank
you can
you.
follow me. Yeah, I like your stuff. It's usually good. But usually, I mean, basically always. I can't think of a post that you've done that I haven't liked on the Steel City Bots Instagram, so.
Even though half of them I've tortured you by torturing Bisque.
Yeah, but it's funny. I mean, I have Thermidor just totally berate Bisque all the time in mine. He's just never physically threatened,
I
usually.
don't know why Bisque has just become like the Waspinator to an extent.
That's kind of funny. But yeah.
He doesn't like get destroyed, but like he gets beat up and
It's true. Bisque is the Waspinator, but everyone loves him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can follow me at Eric Crowbar on Twitter, at Aramis Prime on Instagram. Find me in most Transformers Facebook groups. And then also, recently, as I mentioned earlier in the episode, whenever we talked about Cyberverse, Eric Crownover on YouTube, you can go subscribe to me there. I've been doing stuff, and I teased that I'm going to be doing some other stuff involving some lobsters previously mentioned. So yeah, I think that's about it for me. So let's go to Soundjack. Where can people find you on the interwebs?
oh, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at SoundJack426. My YouTube has Transformers toy reviews, as well as my Soundjack Rumbles podcast about different nerdy things. Though, well, by the time this podcast goes out, I should have a different video on the channel. Just keep an eye out for it. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it, if you look.
Now I'm looking forward to that.
I'm having it posted midnight tonight if you happen to be awake.
Probably will. How long is it?
7 seconds.
All right, I will watch it. Assuming your computer actually uploads it at 7 and not like 20 hours later.
Oh no, I've already set it up. It's already scheduled. I've already uploaded. It's already scheduled.
Ah,
The only
cool.
So yeah, it's already up by the time this podcast goes out. Instagram is where I post photos of my toys, and Twitter is where I hang out. So come on by and say hi.
Coolio. Jared, where can peeps find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Jared Proco. That's where I'm at basically all the time. If you want to reach out to me, that's your best bet, to be honest. Other than that, I am on Instagram at JarPro00. That's where I do my Nightbot posts, which was my play off of Eric's Deskbot, as I stutter. Yeah, come check them out. My most recent one was me making a pun about Overlord and pipes.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one. I know you told us that we would like it, but I haven't found it yet because it didn't pop up right away on my feed. So now I
Yeah.
need to see it.
Yeah, tried to make it funny with him and pipes.
I don't know why I saw that, and I thought it was a reference to the fact that one of the TCG Transformers TCG cards is called Crushing Size, and it's the image of Overlord getting ready to step on pipes.
I have like 2 of those already.
I freaking love that. I think it's the most amazing thing. Maybe I'm sick, but anyways.
You are a terrible human being, Mr. Crowno.
True dat. Miguel, where can people find you on the lovely interwebs?
On Twitter, at Logosminer. I've been talking about the Transformers TCG, and I probably will for a while now. Although, I'm now seeing someone who wants Grimlock, and I have Grimlock, and they have Nemesis, and I want Nemesis. So I'm about to try to see if this can happen. Although, yes, but I understand completely that Grimlock is at current aftermarket value half of Nemesis Prime's going market rate. So
you could still maybe work out a deal of some sort.
I mean, I have to deal. I just have to up the ante just from Grimlock.
Yeah. Just sell all the Dinobots.
I do have more Dinobots. I could trade more Dinobots. I don't have all of them. I have more of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coolio. Well, I think that's about it for this show. So, thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Inara.